Hi, good evening. So, welcome to our fourth lesson for the mini form and Tai Chi introduction. So, let's do tonight's lesson is called Brush Left Knee and Push. So, it's a lovely lesson, and let's get started. And we'll just do the form as far as there a few times, and then we'll do the lesson. So, okay, welcome. Great to have you here. So, feet parallel. So, I'll do it facing this way first, and then I'll do it facing the other way. So let's get started with the feet parallel. And just take a minute just to bring yourself here. Mentally, emotionally, just notice how you feel. How you are. It's a Monday evening here, so wherever you are, whatever time it is for you, just notice how you're feeling. If it's the start of the day, the middle, the evening time. And as best you can, let go whatever's happened and just bring yourself here, feeling your feet on the ground. And find that nice alignment up through the body. So the knees are straight but not locked. Shoulders relaxed, face soft. Arms resting softly at the sides of the body. And just notice what it feels like. Have your feet double weighted, so your weight is 50% in one leg, 50% in the other. And just notice what that feels like. And then let's just sit down into the feet as the hands come out to rest on these cushions of air. So feel like they're resting here. And then allow the wrists to relax and the arms to softly float up the front of the body. And they stop just below the shoulders and they float softly back down. And then we're going to turn to the left, bringing the weight into the left foot and bring it back into the right foot, making a ball between the right and the left hand, between the heart and the dantian. Step left and forward onto the heel of the left. And as your weight comes forward, the left hand comes to the heart and then the right hand sinks down to the side of the body. Turn the waist to the right, bringing the weight into the right foot. Turn back to the left and sink your left hand on as the right hand comes to the heart. Keep the right hand in front of the heart as you turn right, sliding the left foot back a little and turn to the front. Okay, so that's as far as we went last week. So let's do that again. And I'll do it facing this way this time. So feet parallel. Find that nice sense of alignment up through your body again. Just let go and relax as best you can. And then we sink down into the feet, letting the hands come around to rest on these cushions of air. Allow the wrists to relax and the arms to softly float up. Pull the elbows in and notice you can feel a resistance in the air as your arms float back down. We're going to transfer the weight into the left foot, turning left, back into the right foot as we make the ball and bring the left foot back. Step forward and left onto the heel of the left foot, and as the weight comes in, let the left hand come up in front of your heart and the right hand sink down to the side of the body and the right foot comes round. Turn the waist to the right, bringing the weight into the right foot. Turn to the left, sink the left hand down as the right hand comes to the heart, and then keep the right hand at your heart as you turn to the right, sliding the left foot back and back to the center. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Facing this way. So, feet parallel, chin tucked in, knees straight but not locked. And feel yourself double weighted in the two legs evenly, weight evenly divided. So we sink. And then allow the arms to float up, keeping yourself nice and sunk down. And the arms float back down. We transfer the weight into the left foot and back into the right as you make the ball. And then step forward onto the heel of the left, bring the left hand to your heart as the right hand sinks down to the side of the body. And then we turn a little to the right and back to the left, sinking the left hand down, bring the right hand to your heart. Turn back to the right, sliding the left foot back a little and turn to the front. So that's as far as we had got the last day. So now the next posture, when we get to white crate spread springs, we're going to turn the waist to the left again. And as you're turning to the left, your right palm turns in to the forehead and the left palm turns to the front. So the waist turn to the left, let your hands turn, palms turn to look at each other. And then stay in the right foot as your right hand sinks down the front of your body. Turn to the right as the two arms open up. And then we pick, as you're turning back to the front, you pick up your left foot, fold the left hand over and sink into the left foot as the left hand brushes past the knee and the right hand comes forward to push. So now I'm going to break that down. So there's a lot in that posture. So from white crane spread wings, I'll show you the first part facing this way so you can see it clearly. So weights in the back foot and you're just on the ball of the left foot. So we're going to turn to the left. And as you're turning to the left, you let your wrists turn. So the wrists turn towards each other, so the palms look at each other. And then you're sinking that right hand down the front of your body. And then we turn to the right and the two arms open up. So let's do that a few times. I'll face this way now. So we'll do this so you can see where the arms are going. So we're turning to the left and the palms look at each other. And then we sink the right hand down the front of the body. Turn to the right as the two arms open up, keeping your elbows nice and low, your shoulders nice and relaxed. So let's do that again. So you turn to the left and let the right hand sink down the front of your body. Turn to the right as the arms open up. Okay, so one more. We're in the right foot and we're going to turn to the left and let the right hand sink down the front of the body. Turn to the right and the arms open up. So then the next part is get a feeling that your left hand picks up this left foot. So feel like almost like you're a puppet, and as you pick up the left hand, the left foot comes up. Now the left foot's going to step out and the left hand folds over and brushes past that knee. So that's what we're doing with the left hand. So let's do that a few times together. So you're here, you're weighting your right foot and you're going to pick up the left foot. So you're going to step forward and left, and then the left hand folds over and brushes past the knee. And as that's happening, the right hand folds in at the elbow and comes forward to push. So I know that's a lot, but if we do it lots of times, you know, this is one of the big benefits of Tai Chi, is that you're getting all this coordination. So let's go from white crane spread wings to there. And I'll face this way a few times and then I'll turn the other way as well. So our weight's in the right, going down the right leg. This leg is empty really, so you can pick it up. If you're like this and you have to move back, it's good to pick up this foot to feel like your weight's already back in that right leg. And then we're going to turn to the left and let that right hand palm turn in, and it's coming down the front of your body. To me, it always feels like I'm clearing all this space, like clearing all these, in yoga they call them chakras, but just all these energy centers down the front of your body. You're just clearing space. And then we turn to the right and the two arms open up. Keep the shoulders nice and low. And then as you're turning back to the front, you're going to pick up the left foot with the left hand. Step to the left and then sink into that foot, folding the right hand in to push. I'll show that you're facing this way now again. So weights in the right foot. This foot's empty. Left foot's empty. Turn your waist to the left and let the right hand sink down the front of your body. Turn the waist to the right as the arms open up, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Then as you're turning back to the front, pick up the left foot, step onto the heel, let your left hand brush past the knee, and the right hand folds in to push. So let's do that a good few times. Repetition is everything in Tai Chi, really. So weights in the right foot, right palms facing forward, left palms facing back. So we're going to turn to the left and let that right hand just float down the front of your body. Turn to the right as your arms open up, and now as you're turning back, pick up your left foot, step onto the heel and let the left hand brush past that knee, sink forward to push. Great. So a good few more. So we're here in white crane spreads wings. Left foot's empty and we turn to the left and the palms look at each other and the right hand floats down the front of the body. Turn to the right, letting the arms open up, and as you're turning back to the center, step with the left onto the heel, brush past the left knee and sink forward to push. And when you finish here, you want both feet to be on the ground. There can be a tendency in the beginning to let the back foot peel up, but just bring your mind at the end of the posture, feel your 2 feet on the ground, and your weight is mostly in that front leg. Now the left leg is where the weight is. So we're in the right foot, weight's in the right foot, the left foot is empty here, and we turn the waist to the left and then sink the right hand down the front of the body. Turn the waist to the right as the arms open up, and as you're turning back to the front, pick up your left foot and step forward to the left onto the heel, and as you bring the weight in there, the left hand brushes past the knee, and then the right hand comes forward to push. So this posture is called brush left knee and push. So really what's happening is there's somebody punch coming towards you. So you take their hand out of the way and sink forward to push them. So it's really an application, but we can't do that at the moment. But anyway, I'll organise that soon to do a few demonstrations to show you. So weight in the right foot and we're on the ball of the left. So we're going to turn to the left and let that right hand float down the front of the body. Turn to the right as the arms open up, and now fold your left hand over, step with the left, brush past the left knee, and sink forward to push. And again, weight in the right foot and right hand in front of the third eye here, palm out, left palm is looking back, and then we turn to the left, letting the palms turn to look at each other. So as you're turning, the right palm turns in towards your body, and the left palm turns to the front. And then let that right hand float down the front of your body. Turn to the right and the arms open up, a big opening for the heart. Turn back to the front, stepping out nice and wide with the left foot, and the left palm brushes past the left knee. The right hand sinks forward to push. Let's do 2 more. So we're in the right foot. So we're going to turn the waist to the left and let that right hand sink down the front of the body. Turn the waist to the right as the arms open up, and then pick up your left foot, step left onto the heel, brush past that left knee, sink forward to push. Okay, so now let's go from the beginning to there a few times, just so that you get into the habit of doing this little form. So feet parallel, and then we sink down into the feet as the hands come to rest on cushions of air. Allow the arms to softly float up the front of the body and softly float down. Turn the waist to the left, bringing the weight into the left foot and back into the right foot as we make a ball between the heart and the dantian. Step forward and left onto the heel of the left, and let the left hand float up to your heart and the right hand sinks down to the side, the right foot comes round. Turn the waist to the right. Turn the waist back to the left. And as you sink the left hand down, bring the right hand to your heart. Keep the right hand at the heart as you turn back to the right and back to the front, right palm in front of the forehead, facing forward. Now tonight, turn to the left and let your right hand float down the front of your body. Turn to the right as the arms open up. Fold the left hand over and step left onto the heel. Brush past the left knee. Sink forward, push. Okay, so let's do that a few more times. So find that nice alignment down through the body. Let yourself relax and soften and be at ease. And then sit down into the feet as the hands come to rest on these cushions of air. Allow the arms to softly float up and feel that soft resistance in the air as the arms float down. And we're turning to the left, and again you can feel like your air is almost resisting you moving. Bring the left foot back as you make the ball, and then step onto the heel of the left foot and bring the weight in there as the left hand comes up to the heart and the right hand floats down to the side of the body. Turn the waist a little to the right and back to the left, back to the right, and the right hand comes in front of the forehead. And then tonight we turn left and let that right hand float down the front of the body. Turn right as the arms open up. Pick up your left foot and step left onto the heel. Sink into the left foot as your left hand brushes past the knee and the right hand comes forward to push. So again, We sink down softly. Let those arms softly float up the front and softly float down. Transfer the weight into the left foot, back into the right, making the ball. Step forward and left onto the heel of the left foot and bring the left hand to your heart as the right hand sinks down to the side of the body. Turn the waist to the right and back to the left. Sink the left hand down as the right hand comes to the heart. Keep the right hand at the heart as you turn right, and then up to the forehead, turning the palm out as you come back to the center. Turn left again and let that right hand sink down the front of your body. Turn right as your arms open up and fold your left hand over. Brush past the left knee and sink forward to push. So let's do that one more time. So we sit down into the feet as the hands come around and rest on these cushions there. Allow the wrists to relax and let the arms float up and float down. Transfer the weight into the left foot as you turn left and back into the right, making the ball as you bring the left foot back. Step forward and left onto the heel of the left. Let the left hand come up to your heart as the right hand sinks down to the side of your body. Turn the waist to the right. Turn back to the left and let the left hand sink down as the right hand comes to the heart. Keep the right hand at your heart as you turn right and turn it out to the front as it comes up to the forehead. And then keep turning left and sink that right hand down the center line. Turn right as the arms open up. Fold the left hand over as you step forward with the left foot. Sink into it to push. And let's just do one last one of those. So we have the feet parallel. And again, now take a moment just to feel yourself double weighted. That nice connection right down through your body. Into the ground and through the body, up the top and out the top of the head to the heavens, and then feel all this space all around. Notice what the space feels like where you're practicing. And then we sink into the space, sink into the ground as the arms come to rest, hands resting on these cushions of air. They float up. And they softly float down. We transfer the weight into the left foot, turning left, back into the right foot as we slide the left foot back onto the ball next to the right. Step left onto the heel of the left. Bring your left hand to your heart as your right hand sinks down to the side of the body. Turn the waist to the right. Turn the waist to the left. Back to the right into white crane spreads wings. And then turn left again and sink the right hand down the front of the body. Turn right as the arms open up. Fold your left hand over as you step left and sink forward to push. Okay, so I'm going to do this once quietly and just try it yourself and just see how you feel about it. So okay, so I like to put the lesson at the beginning because if you just have 20 minutes for that, you can just do the lesson and play with the warm-ups when you have some time. So let's do some of these are called warm-ups, but really to me they teach the principles. But I always found just doing the form is lovely. If that's what you've come to learn, the form is beautiful, and the warm-ups, but they will really help you get deeper into the principles. So good to practice too. So feet parallel. Find again that nice alignment. And don't forget to have a little hint of a smile, kind of a feeling inside, little purr. Touch the tongue behind your teeth. And we're going to sink into the right foot as we turn right and sink into the left foot as we turn left. Letting the arms just swing with the body. And once you've got the rhythm going, you just hit your dantian on the front and the sacrum at the back, knocking on the gates of heaven. You'll feel lovely waist turning, this one lovely for the waist. Okay, we'll come back to the center. And you know, one of the interesting things in Tai Chi, in his book, Chen Wenqing's book, 13 chapters, I think that's where I read it. And this teaching comes down as a Yang style or Yang style, depending on the pronunciation, from Chen Wenqing through his student Master Chi to my teacher John Kells and Stephen Moore, Charles Thackeray, the three main people who taught me. So when we're in what he said in that book, which is really interesting, he said like dogs and cats, because they're on all fours and they're moving like this, you know, their internal organs tend to get stretched as they're moving. So ours, because they're sitting on each other, our digestive system just sits like this on one part on top of the other, they can tend to get squashed and it's not very beneficial. So when we do these waist turns and we're doing these, like in brush left knee and push to knife, when you're turning and you're twisting to the front like this and twisting here, we're massaging our internal organs, and that's really beneficial. So so there are lots of aspects to Tai Chi. There's that calm movement that calms the whole nervous system, and then there are these weight shifts that move the energy, and then the waist turns that nourish the internal organs. So there's so much going on in it. Fabulous to do. So let's find that nice alignment down through the body again. Let yourself smile. You've given yourself the time to nourish the body, the mind, and the spirit. So I always think there's more to nourishing us than just food. You know, this is real nourishment as well. So sink your weight into your left foot and now let yourself turn on the heel of the right. And then bring the feet back parallel and then sink into the right and turn on the heel. So in Tai Chi, we turn on the heel as one of the ways that we turn. So turning to the left, sink into the left foot, we're turning to the right. So you're turning the waist one way. And again, once you have the feeling of it, just let your arms swing with the movement and smile and enjoy it as best you can. Some days you're in kind of more enjoyment mood and some days you're working. So working it, it's all good. If we were always happy, we really wouldn't recognize it. We like the contrast. And on this one, the arms don't have to hit the gentian and the sacrum. You can let them swing a bit higher in your body if you like. So if we slow it down, you'll notice that this, as you're turning on the heel of this leg, you're opening all the way up here. And then we come back to the center. And now as you turn on the heel of the other leg, you're opening. We're beginning to open the space inside of the body. And as you open the front of your body, the back gets a bit tighter here. So in Tai Chi, we're always trying to stretch, like all the posture is designed to open the front like this. And when you open your front, if you're doing this with me, when you open your front like this, if you push your weight onto the outside edges of your feet, you'll feel a hole opening down the center line. And then when we bring the hands in, we open all down the back. So a lot of the postures in Tai Chi are designed to work a bit like a bellows, opening the front of the body. As you close, the shoulder blades get closer together. And then as you pull the shoulder blades apart, the front gets a bit closed. So this happens a little bit in these warm-ups as well. So now on the next one, we have the feet parallel. So the next one, sit your weight into your left foot and just let yourself pivot on the ball. So this is really nice, I think, because we're pivoting on that kidney meridian down here. It's called the bubbling brook, and it activates that point. So then as you sit into the right foot, you just pivot on the ball at the left. And as you sit into the left, pivot on the ball at the right. So really nice for the feet. The whole body, but you can feel, it's like you're massaging. I love this one. I feel I'm like massaging my feet. Quite sensuous. Again, once you have it going, just let your arms swing with your body. Enjoy. Softly sinking into one leg, sinking into the other. Feel one foot pivot, then the other. Okay. And in these, I like to stay quiet because I like you to just focus on the feeling as you're doing these, just feeling what it feels like down your legs. If I'm talking too much and you're listening to me, you won't be listening internally. So I like to stay a little bit quiet for that. So heels together. And again, let's just feel all the way down into the feet. Imagine your feet connecting down, sending roots that connect down and down and down into the center of the earth. So Mother Earth's energy can come up and nourish our whole body. And then let's sit down into the right foot. I'm actually going to turn this way for this one. So we're going to sit down into the right foot. The heels are together, pointing, toes pointing to the corners. And we'll sit down into the right foot, and we're going to step forward and left with the left foot onto the heel of the left. And then you're just going to rock your way forward and rock back. So sinking forward, sinking back. Relaxing into the front foot, relaxing back. Feeling that weight shift. And just keep your lower back nice and straight. So your tummy's tucked a little bit up the front, chin tucked in. And keep the 2 feet on the ground. So in the beginning, there can be a temptation to lift the heels. So as best you can, keep the knees bent so your 2 feet can stay fully on the ground. Okay, and then let's sink back into our back foot and bring the 2 feet back together. And I'll just turn this way for the other one. So heels together again. This is called attention posture. And this time we're going to sink into the left foot and step forward with the right. So we're just going to sink the weight forward and sink the weight back. And as best you can, get a feeling that's going under the ground forward, under the ground back. And the arms just gently swing with your body, with the movement. There's no effort in moving the arms. Again, have that little hint of a smile. Okay, so we sink back into the back foot. Great. And let's now, we're going to do another one of these with feet this way, called stepping like a cat, which is a really good exercise for balance. So I'm going to turn this way again, and we have the heels together. And we're going to sink into the right foot, keeping that foot on the ground as our anchor or our root. And then let the left foot peel up off the ground and step forward onto the heel of the left foot, flex the foot, and then roll your weight into the left foot. And then bring the feet back together. And then we step back on the ball of the left and the foot looks to the corner. Roll down into it. So sinking into the right foot, we step forward and left. And then back into the right foot and we step back on the ball of the left foot to the corner. So forward on the heel and the foot looks straight ahead. Bring the heels together. Back on the ball and the foot looks to the corner. This is how we step in Tai Chi. When we're stepping backwards, we step onto the ball of the foot. And when we're stepping forward, we step on the heel of the foot. Okay, and then we're going to sink back into your right foot and bring the heels back together. So I'll do it facing this way, the other side, so you can see it from a different angle. And with this, I often notice in my beginners classes, it can take a few weeks until people get okay with this one. It's a little bit tricky, remembering to turn the foot straight when you're going forward and turn the foot to the corner when you're going back. So that takes a little bit of practice. So why don't I do it with my back to you? You might see it, you might be able to just copy better. So we're going to sink into the left foot this time. And then pick up the right and step forward on the heel and roll down to the ball. And then bring the feet together and step back onto the ball of the foot and roll down to the heel. So the feet come in, you bring this foot in close, and then we step out to the right. And you're doing the right foot. And in close and step back and out to the right. So in together and stepping out, landing on the heel when you go forward. Landing on the ball of the foot when we go back. Flexing the foot when you go forward, come down on the heel, and pointing the foot when you go back to come down on the ball. And then bring the heels back together. Great. So the next one that we're going to do is we're going to step forward and left. So we'll start again in a tension posture with the heels together. So we're going to sink into the right foot and step forward and left with the left. So you've got a nice bit of space between your heels, and then bring your left, this is called your tiger's mouth, the opening between the thumb and the index finger, and bring that onto the left hip and sit your weight down into that left leg so you can feel that left leg working. And then make a soft fist with the right arm, and we're going to make circles with that. It almost feels like circles with that elbow. And as you're circling forward, you'll feel the shoulder joint and your shoulder blades move apart. And as we go back, excuse me, you can feel like the front of your chest is opening. So 3 more forward. And 3 more back. And 3 more forward. Three more back. Now feel this leg is still working, and then we're going to soften the arm down and keep the fist, and then 3 nice circles forward. And 3 circles back. Okay, so then bring the heels back together. And we repeat the same with the right foot forward. So sink into the left this time and step forward and right, and then sit your weight down into that right leg. So you're working, you can feel that right leg working. And bring the right tiger's mouth onto the right hip. Feel your weight down the right leg. So that's full. The back leg is, maybe 30% of the weight back here. So this is the one that's working. And then we make the soft fist with the left. And we're just going to open this shoulder joint. And feel how when you're going back, feels more of a stretch in the front and this all across the chest. And when you're going forward, feels like a lovely stretch in the shoulder blades. 3 more back. 3 more forward. And the last 3 back. The last 3 forward. Then let the arm hang down at the side. We're going to do nice circles. So 3 back. Feeling that right leg still working now. 3 forward. Great. Let the arms swing and feet back into a tension posture. Okay, so let's step forward and left with the left foot again. And now feel when you're in the left foot, you want to line the body up with that front leg that's looking straight ahead. Go back here a little bit. So we've line your hips. You can, in the beginning, you can be a little bit, people can tend to be a little bit off to the side. So as best you can, turn yourself so you're looking square to the front. Your shoulders, your hips, your head looking straight ahead. Now let the arms relax at the side of your body. And now we're going to turn to the right, bringing the weight back into that right foot. And feel the weight in the right leg now. And then get a feeling that your right leg is going to push you forward. And then your left leg is going to push you back. So as you're pushing forward, you're turning to the center. And as you're pushing back, we're turning to the right. And just feel your shoulders staying nice and level. So now on the next one forward, we're going to let that movement bring the right arm up. This has a little bit of the feeling of the brush knee that we were doing earlier. So as we're turning to the left, the hand is sinking down. As we're turning, to the left, the right hand comes up in front of the heart. So into the back foot, the hand sinks down. Into the front foot, it comes forward to push. Turning to the right, back to the center. Turning to the right, back to the center. Turning to the right, getting the feeling that as the movement is moving this arm for you. So the sinking back brings the arm down, sinking forward moves it back up. So now this time when we get into the right foot, we're going to activate the left hand as well. So as the right hand is sinking down, the left hand is coming up in front of the heart. And then as you're coming forward, the left hand is sinking to the hip as the right hand comes to the heart. So the hands are almost, feels like they're almost going around a ball here. In the beginning, it's nice, gives the feeling when you feel like you're turning the hands around the ball. It's a nice way to get the movement in this. So into the back foot as the left hand comes to the top of the ball, into the front foot as the right hand comes to the top of the ball. So feeling like your left foot pushes you back, the right foot pushes you forward. The weight comes into the back leg as we turn right. The weight comes into the front leg as we turn to the center or left. We turn the waist, shifting the weight, working the legs, getting the feeling of the whole body moving as one unit. Starts in the feet and it comes up the whole way up the body. And back into the front foot. Great. So we're going to sink back into your back foot and bring the heels back together. And now find your weight in your left. Sink down into that left foot and step forward and right with the right. So this is like every time we're practicing, it's nice, like when you're stepping forward, it's a bit like you're doing a little stepping like a cat. You put the foot on and you're staying, but this time we're staying in that foot. And again, turn yourself square to the front. So if you're doing this, looking at me, we're looking at each other square. And then we're going to turn to the left away. And then turn back so we're square, looking at each other again. So into your back foot. Into the front foot. Just letting the arms just move nice and gently with the body. There's no effort here now. We're turning the shoulder, keeping the shoulders level as you turn to the left. Level as you come back to the center. The head just moves with the body. You can let your eyes run along the room where you're practicing. Okay, so this time now, as you're coming forward, let the left hand float up to the heart. And then as you turn back, it floats back down to the hip. So the palm turns out to the front as you're going forward, and the palm turns over as we're going back. So the next time now, when we get into the front foot, we're going to activate the right hand. And as we're turning to the left, the right hand's going to come up. And as we're turning back to the center, it sinks down, palm up to the hip. So again, we get a feel of the arms kind of moving, the hands moving around a ball. So we're activating this ball of energy between the palms. Into the front foot, left palm, looking out, into the back foot, right palm. Not quite looking out because we're just connecting the palms. It's like your arms are floating around this ball of energy that you've got in here, that we're massaging as we turn to the left. And as you turn to the right. So the palms may be the place where you'll feel the strongest first, but you can feel it all the way up your arms. Like this lovely big ball of energy that we have in here. So let's do 2 more. And we'll finish in the front foot. Great. And then sink back, bring the feet back together. Let the hands sink down to the sides of the body. Okay. So I'm going to do 1 more of these warm-ups. So bring the feet parallel. So playing with the ball begins to activate your sense of that energy that we have in Tai Chi. So this is another lovely one to practice for the feeling of energy. So we're just going to bring the left hand up in front of the heart, and this is called a ward-off shape, with the palm looking at your heart, and have a little bit of space. Don't have the hand clasped in here, you're better off to get this, you're letting yourself fill your natural space. So we want to be nice and open like this, rather than, as soon as you bring your elbows in and you feel this tightness, it restricts our breathing as well. So you just want to let yourself relax and open out. Open to your life, open to the space around your body, all this space that has magical energy in it. So left hand in front of the heart. So as you're turning to the left, you just transfer the weight into the left foot, and then turn the left palm down and just sink that. Imagine you're sending energy down that left side of your body. And then we're going to turn to the right, bringing it across. Imagine it's coming under the ground, up the right leg, but don't come up with the movement of the energy up. Just feel like your right leg is sinking into the ground as you draw that energy up through your body. That's it. And across here. When I get to here, I like to imagine it's coming down from above my head as well. That I've connected to infinite energy up here, and I'm just bringing that down, down, down through the body. Goes down the left leg under the ground, connecting to Mother Earth's energy. And then as that's coming up through the body, we connect to heavens. Here, we're going to connect to heaven's energy, bring it down through the body. Mother Earth's energy. Up, across, bringing the energy down. So try to keep your body level, so staying sunk here as it's bringing it up. Sunk here as it's coming down. This is called reeling silk because we're wanting to keep this smooth. So we're not kind of stopping here and starting again. So they say, if they pull the silk from the silkworm, if you stop and start, you snap the silk. So we want to have this smooth, even, regular, continuous flow of energy down, under the ground, and up. Okay, so we're going to just hold the hand here and then bring the other hand up and let the left hand sink down. And we're going to turn to the right and sink the energy down the right leg, under the ground and up the left, down the right. And last one. Lovely. So now let's take a moment to feel now how you feel after those warm-ups. And now we're going to do the form together to the brush left knee and push, noticing now how it feels once you've done these warm-ups. So let's do it. We'll do it 3 times to brush left knee and push. And then on the 4th time, I'll do the whole of that mini form so you can just copy along. So we face this way. Feet parallel. And find that nice alignment down through your body into the ground. And up through the body, out the crown of the head. Just tuck the chin in and relax. And then we sink down as the hands come to rest on these cushions of air. Allow them to softly float up and softly float down. And we transfer the weight into the left foot, back into the right as we make the ball. And then step left onto the heel of the left. Bring the left hand to your heart. Sink the right hand down to the side of the body. Turn the waist to the right. Turn to the left and let your left hand sink down as the right hand comes to the heart. Turn back to the right and back to the center. And now tonight's turning left, we sink that right hand down the front of the body. Turning right, the arms open up. Fold your left hand over as you step into the left foot, brush past the knee. Sink forward, push. Okay, great. So let's do that again. So find that nice sense of alignment up through your body. Down, just relax. Let go as best you can. Feel your feet connected right down into the center of the earth. Sink as the arms come out and the hands rest on these cushions of air. Allow your arms to softly float up and softly float down. Transfer the weight into the left foot, looking to the left and back into the right as you make this ball of energy. Step forward and left onto the heel of the left. Ward off with your left as your right hand sinks down to the side of the body. Turn the waist to the right. Turn the waist to the left, and as the left hand sinks down, bring the right hand up to your heart and keep it at your heart as you turn right and turn back to the front and then turn left, sinking this right hand down the front of the body. Turn right as the arms open up. Fold your left hand over. Sink into the left and the right hand pushes. Beautiful. So, can't resist telling you this. So as you're doing this, when you have the ward off shape and you're keeping this hand in front of your heart and then you're sinking it down, the palms are really strong energy centers. So as you're turning your body, keeping your right hand in front of your heart or your left hand at the heart, you're nourishing your heart with this energy from the palms of your hands. We're clearing spaces, nourishing. That's why it feels like you're doing acupuncture on yourself. It's just, and I love saying it and reminding myself and reminding all of us, the more we bring our attention into that, the more strong it becomes. So let's do one more, feeling that lovely, connection to the energy. Feeling yourself being nourished by this movement of energy up through your body and down. So we're going to sit down. And then we're going to just let the arms float up. Feel like you're drawing energy up from the ground into your body. And then from above the heavens, down into the body. We turn to the left and connect out and draw into the heart and the dantian. Step onto the heel and let the left hand come up to nourish your heart as your right hand sinks down to the side of the body. Turn the waist to the right, keeping the left hand at the heart. Turn the waist to the left, and then as the left hand sinks down, the right hand comes up to the heart. Keep the right palm at the heart as you turn right and turn back to the center, and then turn left and the right palm floats down the front of the body. Turn right to open up, step with the left, brush past the left knee and sink forward. Tonight, now we keep turning left and your back foot peels up a little. Turn to the right as the back foot goes back down and the left foot peels up a little, and back to the center we play guitar. And then we turn right again and open up. So this is another step left, brush past the left knee, sink forward, push. Sit back, turning on the heel of the left foot to the corner. Make a fist with your right hand as you step forward. Pick up the right foot and step to the corner and sink into the right foot, bringing the fist to the hip. Step nice and forward and wide with the left and punch with the right. And we turn to the left and the left hand comes under the right elbow. Turn to the right until the two arms are in front of the heart. Turn the palms over and sink into that front foot. And then we're going to turn back on the heel of the left. The arms open out and then sit into your left foot, gathering the energy in. Step out with the right and just softly let your hands sink back down to the sides of the body. And then we can straighten up. So beautiful. So let's just do that brush left knee and push tonight's posture 3 more times. So we go from white crane spread wings. So have your weight in your right foot and you're just on the ball of the left. And the right palm is looking forward. And then we turn to the left and the right hand floats down the front of the body. Turn to the right as the arms open up. And as you're turning back, fold your left hand over. Step left onto the heel of the left. Brush the left hand past the knee. sink forward push. Okay, great. And from white crane, spread the wings again. Right foot's looking to the corner. You're on the ball of the left foot. Right palm in front of the forehead. So we're going to turn the waist to the left, weights on the right foot. Sink that hand, right hand down the front of the body. Turn to the right as the arms open up. And as you're turning back, you're picking up the left foot. Step to the left and let the left hand brush past that left knee and fold the right hand in at the elbow to push. So I'll do it one last time facing this way so you can see. So we're looking to the front, right palm in front of the third eye. Left hand is looking back. Turn the waist and let the right hand sink down the front of your body. Turn the waist to the right as your arms open up. Fold your left hand over and step with the left to the left. This hand brushes past the knee and then your right hand comes forward to push and you finish with your weight more in the left, so about 70% in the left leg. And the left hand is on a cushion of hair here at the side of the body. The right palm has just come in to push. Okay, great, fabulous. So we've spent the last few minutes just sitting. So we're almost to the hour now. So I like to start off maybe 50 minutes, and then work it up because it does take a little bit of time to get used to this way of moving. So as long as you do a little bit of practice and take your time, all will be good. So find somewhere to sit just for a minute. Feel your 2 feet on the ground. And notice what it feels like now. Notice how your feet feel on the ground. Allow the feet to relax as best you can. Allow your ankles to relax and up along the legs. Feel the support of the seat under your thighs if they're resting there at the buttocks. Let your shoulders relax down. Feel all around the torso, allowing the torso to relax. And again, let's feel across the shoulders, allowing the shoulders to soften, relax. Feel down along the arms to the elbows, lower arms to the wrists, into the hands and the fingers. Just giving them permission to relax, to soften, to be at ease. And now let's feel up through the neck, up into the face and the head. Let your face soften. Your forehead relax. Cheeks relax. Eyelids over the eyes relax. Jaw and the chin relax. The whole scalp. Learning to consciously relax is such a useful skill. So now just take a moment to feel the presence of your whole body from the top of the head right down to the soles of the feet. Notice if you're holding or tense anywhere. And just let that be. Give the body permission to hold on if it needs. Allow it to be okay. And then notice where you're relaxed. And just allow that to be okay. Let yourself melt into those feelings of relaxation, of ease. And as you melt into those feelings of relaxation and ease, just allow yourself to imagine your body absorbing all that energy, all the cells, feeling that energy that we've been circulating in the body, giving them a chance to just soak it up. I often feel this sitting is like a gratitude to the energy, So we just give ourselves time to just absorb that energy and let it nourish us. So take this nice practice with you and have a fabulous evening. And I look forward to sharing some time with you again soon. Keep up the practice and spread the word, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you.